Live from the #1 fishing port in America. Welcome to the Paul Santos live show. Yeah. Just a great show tonight. The Portuguese kids waiting in the wings. Yeah. And we also have a tremendous musician. It is Nate Cozzolino, and the Lost Arts are going to be with us.
Yeah.
And of course, the sidekick of the century. He's right over here. Mr. Chops Turner is in the house.
Chops! What?
Let's just get caught up in the news here if we could. Oh, wait a minute. I got to get my N95 mask. This is very, very important to have your N95. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is my N69 mask.
That's wrong. You fucked it up.
Chops, since the pandemic, people have been working at home, and women have not been wearing bras as much so they can be more comfortable. As a result, sales are drooping. Dropping.
You mean dropping?
Yeah, dropping. My wife and I, we don't always agree on what to watch on television. Now she started watching a show called Jane the Virgin, critically acclaimed and all that, but I wasn't interested. I said, I'll tell you what, you watch Jane the Virgin, I'm going to go down and finish Pauline the Puta. Yeah. We have high standards on this show. No puta shaming.
No puta.
The great city of Fall River, one of our favorites, has named the creepiest place to visit because of this lady right here, Lizzie Borden. Yeah, it is the Lizzie Borden house in Fall River. You might remember the poem. The poem with Lizzie gave the mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. Well, strangely enough, there's a new adult version of the Lizzie Borden story coming out, and it's actually better because nobody dies, but Mr. Borden still gets the 40 whacks.
Oh, shit.
It's getting nippy out there, so my wife said to me, hey, can't we spend the winter in Florida like a lot of people do? I said, well, I'm from New Beige. I don't know if I want to be away that long. And she said, well, as long as I got the dog with me, I'm all right.
That's brutal.
Hey, that was good one, Bob.
All right, one more. Fall River. They had so many potholes that some smart aleck put Christmas trees in the potholes. You see this right here? Wait a minute. I think those are Jamaican Christmas trees.
Oh!
Hey, that's the real trees,
Those are the trees.
A little Fall River fir. Now we're going to go to our first guests. They're absolutely hilarious. Brian and Derek, the Portuguese kids. When you're up on stage and you're, doing your act, and it's really connecting. I mean, you're really, hot that night, right? What's it like? It must be a real rush.
Oh, man. The big thing with our shows and, the sketches always do well. It's the improv that we love doing, and the improv gets the audience involved, which is awesome. So it's like, it's kind of like, whose line is it anyway? And we'll go out, ask an audience any question, they'll give us whatever answer, and we'll make something up on stage. There's other times where we'll get audience members on stage to do stuff with us, interacting with them. And sometimes people come out and they bring their parents, they don't know what to expect. And they come see this show and they're like, oh my God, like it was, we got to laugh, we got to be on stage and laugh with you. And it's just, we try to get everybody involved. And you come to a show, you are part of the show, whether you like it or not. You already paid for the ticket, so benefits.
Hold on, I'm calling Portugal. Hold on.
Oh, here we go. There we go, Lino.
See ya. I made it. I'm on New Bedford. I love you, querida. Okay, bye. Sorry.
Jesus.
Very for Santos. I think she was your grandmother. Very nice lady, she said. Very nice.
You guys are both from the area, right? Is it New Bedford or Fall River?
Fall River.
Viva.
Fall River. Yeah, all right. So, and you're not related to each other.
No, look, before and after.
Derek had just recently found out that his great-grandfather or grandfather was born in San Miguel in a village where my family's from. So who knows? We might be related.
So how did you guys become friends?
We all grew up in the same Fragzia in Fall River, all in the same neighborhood. And, we went to the same church, all to the same feasts. And, we were just always the clowns, always getting in trouble pretty much. We were the first ones to get pancadas. And that translated to what we are now.
So how did this whole thing start with the Portuguese kids? I mean, I think most people think that you just started horsing around with imitating family members and eventually you got on this kind of role. I mean, is that pretty much how it started?
But yeah, that's pretty much how it started. It's just Brian, myself, and two other friends, Jay and Al. We grew up together and we just always goofed off, and we decided, you know what, man, let's take this to like another level. So we decided to go and train at the Improv Asylum, which is an amazing theater in Boston. And they have an improv training course. We all took it, and it's the rest is history from there. And we were kind of there when YouTube started. So we started doing all these goofy parodies, and people all of a sudden were sharing our videos all over the place, and it kind of just blew up from there. And because we're enterprising Portuguese men, we have been able to capitalize that and make a pretty fun career out of it. It's our full-time job. It's been our full-time job, and obviously we're not performing live anymore because of COVID. But we're doing other things. We have our videos, and we still do shopportuguese.com. Plug right there. Wink. Shopportuguese.com. So we went from being comedians to Charisse salesmen. So, and it's okay. I'm okay with that, because you know what? Making people laugh is awesome, but giving them Charisse is just as good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Both you guys had like other full-time jobs, and you went, yeah, you know what? The thing's doing so well, we're just gonna make a career out of it, right?
It wasn't it was doing well, but at the same time, it was a chance to take. And it was like, look, we either run out of our holiday and vacation time at work at our full-time jobs, or we say bye and take the risk. And it's a lot of sacrifices. And thankfully, my wife and Derek's wife, they they're very, very supportive. They understand the sacrifices that are made. And it wasn't easy, man. Telling your Portuguese parents, hey, Mom, I'm leaving my job to do comedy full time. Oh, my God. My mom was having a heart attack. She goes, what do you mean? Are you leaving work to go to college? I'm like, no, I'm going to leave work and do this comedy thing full time. She goes, what do you mean comedy full time? Oh, my God, you're going to live on the streets. But she still makes her comments like, so you're going to go back to college or what? BCC takes you any age. I'm like, come on, Mom, stop.
But it is a sacrifice. I haven't gotten new lenses since '86. So there is a lot of corners to cut.
We started this with a really good hairline. Now it's just all disappearing.
Oh,
I got the Bruce Willis look going, but it's kind of greasy.
I used to have jet black hair. Now look at this. Look at this.
Ay, Jesus.
So anybody ever get offended? Because I'm just horsing around with my own little comedy. And, I sometimes I think to myself, should I use that one or not use that?
With what we do, I mean, people got to know, like, with whatever you're doing in this industry, whether it's comedy, music, stand-up, improv, you can't please everyone. And with the internet, everyone's going to have a voice. They're going to say what they want to say. And, you get people who aren't going to like what you do. And sometimes they give you constructive feedback, and you take it, and other times you just you can't spend your time trying to fight with those people that are going to say whatever. You got to concentrate on the people that love what they're doing, and you continue on. But once in a while someone be like, well, we found it offensive or whatever, and we try our best with everything we do to make sure that we're not portraying Portuguese in a bad light. A lot of our comedy is situational. It's a situation that we're putting our parents in and seeing how they would react to it, but you got to learn it. You can't make everybody happy. It is what it is. And,
can't please everybody, to me, it does. I know that we have an amazing fan base that loves what we do, and that's what we're doing the show for, And
my advice always to people that are going into comedy or anything, it's like, you got to have a thick skin. You have to have a thick skin. You got to learn that, some things are not going to hit, or maybe it's going to fail, and you learn from it and you grow and you move on.
I know you told me before that a lot of the stuff that you do actually happened. Like Vavu said that thing, and your dad said that.
It's truth in comedy.
We observe and you listen, and it's like, oh man, that's like, wow, that's comically like funny. Like sometimes my mom will just like, someone will call and she'll just look at the phone and be like, God, why? Why is this woman calling me? My goodness. Hello, querida, how are you?
Oh my God, my vavor, right? My vavor used to do that. The phone would ring and they'd say, who is it? It's like, I'm Maria, whatever. Oh, that lousy, no good, conniving son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, Maria, how you doing?
It's like best friends. They're like best friends.
You got to be nice, you know?
You have to be nice. I mean,
What are your plans now for the future here?
keep selling that charisse. That's what she said.
Wait out the damn COVID-19 thing to like stop, and then we've got some pretty cool stuff that we're working on. So I mean, all I could say is just tune in. You know, if you're there, if you know, you know. And people that are our fans, they see us on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, so they're there.
And we got a brand new live stage show once things clear up. So we're very, very excited about being back on stage and just performing with the crowd and getting them to perform with us. Oh God, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Right. Truly.
Well, Brian and Derek, really appreciate you stopping by. You guys are great comedians. You do.
Thank you for having us.
And, you know, I think people out in the community, the fans that you have and the ones that you're going to have, they can't wait for you to get back out there, because it feels like, you know, with everything that's gone on, you know, whether it's music, whether it's comedy, whatever it is, there is, I think, a dying need to just get out there and enjoy yourself. And I think a lot of people are waiting to see you guys again. And we wish you all, we wish you all the success in the future.
There's so many of us out there that just miss that stage. It's just sucks. But you know what?
Hey, we'll get through it together, you know? Everybody just wear your mask, wash your hands, wash your bowlage, and, you know, we'll get through it together.
For real.
Seriously. Let's apply the purge.
Isn't that Belingish?
Yeah.
Belingish. Oh, that's...
Wash everything, dude. Oh, please, everything. Head to toe. Everywhere.
Belingish moet geland. All right. Hey, guys, thank you so much for coming again.
Thank you for having us, guys.
Good luck, guys. Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
All right.
You guys are good.
You're not going to believe this, but the signal with Nate is gone now.
Nate the skate. Where are you, Nate? You went back to Providence already?
Like it's you and me, unforgettable.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, we got to do some singing tonight.
Nate Cozzolino is from Providence, and he has a great band called Nate Cozzolino and the Lost Arts. Here he is with his guest singer, Bethany Killian. My baby does a hanky panky.
Forget about it.
Hey, Chop, did you hear that clip?
Yeah.
That classic song from the 60s, My Baby Does a Hanky Panky.
I love that. That was nice. Phenomenal.
Thank you, Chops. Thank you, Paul.
You are originally from PVD, baby, Providence, right?
You got it, Paul. You got it.
All right, and you grew up there. You went to school out there. Where did you go to college now? You said RISD?
Well, college, actually, pre-college was RISD. College, AIB. That's up in Boston. And then the rest of college was life, son. Just fucking experience.
Okay. And now you're a full-time
Hot knocks.
Well, one thing I enjoy is, and I mentioned this to you before, because there are different styles of music and different sounds, but I always liked, as far as one of my favorite types of singers, is the raspy voice thing. You know, you get that I love that voice, that raspy. Would you always have that?
Well, I'll tell you what. It got easier the older I got.
Right. I suppose as a teenager or as a middle schooler, it probably wasn't so good, right?
Well, it was better in one way, worse in another. I always had that, but the older you get, the more you learn to parlay it into a more, manageable product.
Well, the way you do that, let's go all the way tonight, and you get that raspy thing.
You're turning me on, Paul. You're turning me on right now. I will, Paul. I will go all the way tonight.
Getting all fired up over there too, so
He's crazy, man. Hey, Nate, he's crazy, man.
Well, by the way, seeing as how we only come out at night, we do have another song here from Nate Cozzolino and the Lost Arts. A real nice clip of a song called Dusk. Check it out.
Hot and heavy is this trail that we tread on. Deep and heavy is this life that we lead. A burden so many sacks of stones we carry. But to we pursue, but a relief to find a friend to follow. What a riddle all these bodies we find. In the shadows dwell our fiercest allies. Together we rise, yeah. Close my eyes, smell the fall of fragrance. When I sing, I link beginning to end. In my dreams, the promise of salvation. Rising again, rising again, rising again, rising again, rising again, rising again, rising again.
Yeah, about that rocket, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ow!
What can I say? It's my boys.
Hey, Nate, you're rocking, man. You're rocking, brother.
Thank you, Chops. Respect that.
I don't care what Paul say. Rock and roll is in the state.
Hey, Nate, you know what I like about that? You have that, like, you're starting slow, and then you're building, and building.
We try.
I like that. Slow.
Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that.
He's parlaying, man.
That's how we do.
What's that parlaying? Is that like a...
Say, parlez-vous français, Paul?
Exactly. Oui, monsieur.
Oh! Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Yeah, quoi?
Future plans for Nate Cozzolino and the Lost Arts.
Well, that's a good question, Paul. I think next step is North America. Next step of that, the world. I mean, we're about to take it to a next level because COVID, as horrible as it's been, has kind of forced us to re-examine our avenues of approach. And excellent shows such as yours, I think, are more the future of how we're getting our product out there. So that's how we're doing it.
That's true.
Well, I got to tell you, I was recommended to check out your music. I looked at the music. I really enjoy it. I can tell that you have such a great passion for it, which really comes across in the presentation.
Thank you.
So I wish you all the best. Keep on doing what you're doing. And I want to give you an open invitation. Chops and I are going to give you an open invitation. And when we get past COVID, because we're doing some virtual shows, we want you to come down in person.
I'd love to. Yeah.
If you thought this was a blast, wait till you see how the studio goes.
It's going to be too fun. Look out. I'm coming to hard.
Yeah.
All right. Nate Cozzolino on the Lost Arts.
Thanks, Chops.
Hey, Nate,
Paul.
man.
Appreciate you guys.
Hey,
Thank you.
Good to see you, man. You were great, man.
All right. Well, that was a great show, man.
He's great, man.
Hey,
He's got skills, man.
He's got skills. You know when they get that like like that, like you don't do hard rock like that, right?
Yeah, it depends on the song. Like Joe Cocker does, Joe Cocker has that raspiness.
Yeah, right. But I mean, like you don't do You don't do Zeppelin or Aerosmith or anything.
Oh yeah.
You do.
Well, you all you had to do is have a drink before the party, man. You wake up like that in the morning, man. But you have your drink, wake up in the morning. I love you, baby. But if it's quite all right, I need you, baby.
I'm gonna try that out tonight and try it tomorrow.
Try tonight. Get some of that Portuguese wine, man.
Get some Madeira wine.
I got some tight shoes over here you can put on. You or some tight drawers. You can do. Hey, when I hit the high notes like that, my dog goes, oh! My dog starts yelling. His ears start, oh!
Good thing the dog got neutered. She'd be humping your ass. I want to thank our guest tonight. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, yes, the Portuguese kids. Yeah, all right. And that musician, Mr. Nate Cozzolino. Thanks a lot, Chops. A lot of fun as usual. And
thank you.
We'll see you next Monday night right here for the Paul Santos live show. I'm Paul. Have a great night.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night.